During World War II, Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Japanese. After the attacks, many Americans did not trust Japanese Americans. They believed they could have been committing acts of espionage and were disloyal to America.
President Franklin Roosevelt signed the Executive Order Number 9066 into action on February 19, 1942.
What did the executive order do?
The Executive Order gave the Secretary of War power to remove any and all people for the need of national defense. The military defined the West Coast as a military area. Thousands of American Japanese people lived on the West Coast, which meant they had to relocate to internment camps built by the
So was
US.
it anything like the Holocaust?
No. Living conditions for the Japanese Americans were so much better than the concentration camps for the Jews. Also, America's goal was not to kill off the Japanese population. They wanted to contain the Japanese during the time of war.
So what if he refused to go to the internment camps?
Well, actually, a guy by the name of Fred Korematsu refused to leave his home in California. He tried to avoid being captured and relocated. He was eventually caught and convicted. He tried to challenge his conviction by arguing that the internment was a violation of his natural rights.
Did his case make it to the Supreme Court?
Yes. This case, Korematsu versus United States, was heard in the Supreme Court on October 11, 1944. The Supreme Court based their decisions made in the Korematsu versus United States off of a recent case, Hirabashi versus United States.
What was the decision made by the Supreme Court?
The court ruled by a 6-3 vote that the government was within their war powers and had the right to arrest and intern Fred Korematsu.
So the concurring opinion was that the government was justified to arrest Korematsu?
Yes, exactly. And the dissenting opinion argued the facts clearly violated the constitutional rights, which ended up not being popular with the opinion of the court.
So what happened to Korematsu?
Korematsu's conviction was overturned in 1983, as his constitutional rights were clearly violated. Each Japanese American was awarded $2,000 by Congress. 10 years later, Korematsu received the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award by President Bill Clinton.